What's up? How are you doing? So this is Warpgate Pioneers. This is the game that I've been working on, that I've been wanting to show you, but been trying to get it to a point where I don't feel like I'm embarrassing myself by showing you a work in progress like I normally do. But anyway, so here we are. We're in the menu, and you've got your little guy here, got a ship over here, and a spinny warp gate doodle back there. And let's see, we can change hair color, eye color, skin color, suit color. I don't really have any preference at the moment for these, but hmm, sure, this is fine. There we go. Fine. Anyway, I don't actually like that color too much, but it's gonna be totally green, I guess. Let's make it there. That's fine. Okay. We've got some hats. We can zoom in and take a closer look. Got a variety of patches, and this there's supposed to be something there, but I think because I changed the game name, it kind of messed up the file structure, but that's okay. So this is a whole system where you can customize your patches and things like that, but to be honest, it's not all wired up properly yet, so we won't go too far into that system, but let's just hop into it. So I've already got one instance of the game running because I wanted to show you that it is built for multiplayer. Um, Here's our other guy, and there's that ship from the menu. So we're in a gravity zone. This is kind of a placeholder space station thing, but if we step off, we're in space, and we can float around, and then we can come up here and hop in the ship, and we're in the ship, and we're ready to go. Well, give me a moment. Let me bring my friend into here. Whoa, whoa, jump too soon. All right. Okay. Now we're both in the ship, and we're ready to go. So, you can control the ship with keyboard and mouse, or alternatively, so long as you're in the seat, you can use the keyboard keys or your controller, joystick, and whatnot. But you can also use the mouse and just grab onto the controls. You can also do that while you're not seated. So throttle up and get moving. There's I'm not great with shaders, but I've managed to figure out how to stamp a bunch of different shapes onto one shader, a bunch of different designs, so I could make these monitors. That this is a little like a security monitor thing. Got this that throttles, and then this is a different. This actually just uses this radar uses a canvas, a world space canvas. If you know what that means, cool. All right, so I guess that kind of covers the controls. But one of the big things is that these ships are made to be built out and customized. We can change the walls, give it a few different walls. One thing that'll happen is as you build it out, it will become it weighs more, so it becomes slower and harder to move. when the turn is small enough, it doesn't transmit the data as smoothly, so you get a little bit of lag. So the way to fix that is to add more engines. So we've got a few more engines. You can zoom out. That's just with the scroll wheel, and then it's much smoother to turn. Okay, that's another ship. We could jump out and fly over to that ship if we wanted to, but I want to show you something else. So there's also, well, we are going way faster than I intended. There's also these little orange ships, and here, let me show you that. So these are made to be mounted. Here we go, there's a dock. A lot of these sort of designs, this one's kind of more of a placeholder than some of the others, but it's functional. So let me just hop out and head over to this guy. Oh no! Oh, I missed it. It's definitely a bit tricky to get your speed right when you're drifting. And then what we can do is head over here, and when we're in range, this little indicator lights up and lets us know we can dock. So now it's all docked up, but actually here, let me show you this really quick. So we can undock, and then these have lasers. And this is just one of the small ships, well, the only one that I've built so far, but what you can do is you can see the walls will accrue damage as you shoot them, and with enough shooting, they will explode. So that's cool. Let's hop back inside. I really messed up the floor, but that's okay. Just gonna stick a wall back on there. Let me see, one thing I like to do is build out the cockpit some, so it's a little more roomy. Missed some walls. Goes to the inside. Okay. And then yeah. And I don't know why I'm only building one level. You can build up, build down, you know, build to your heart's content. Within reason. You can't, at this point, you can't go beyond 16 by 16 by 16 size, at which point it needs to be optimized. You might encounter a bit of lag, but I've got some things in mind for that. So should add another engine because it's a little slower than I'd like. Let's see, but I want to show you some other things real quick. So speaking of that other ship, well, actually, no, let's go over there. As you may have guessed, this is a turret, and we can also, let's just make that passable. So This is another type of turret, and it's, I think, my favorite type of turret so far. Let's see if I can... That was a miss. Just whiffed right by. Let's try again. There we go. Alright. Well, so much for that ship. The other one just will... The torpedoes just explode after a certain amount of time. So yeah. Other things. Let's see. On top of just, you know, being able to change out the walls and that, you can also add a variety of different things inside the ship, so you can add some ramps. We've got, let's see what else we've got. That's the teleporter, so you can, if you get just, you know, if you get separated from your ship, there's the ability to just teleport back into it. This is a planter. You can rotate what position or change the orientation. So these are planters, the idea being that you'll plant plants in them. We've got a couple different benches. This is a little game, or it will be a game that you can play with your friend. And yeah, that's obviously inspired by the classic Star Wars scene, which they play a game. And yeah, in this game, it's inspired by a lot of different things. FTL, definitely. The idea of doing a multiplayer FTL, I'm not the first to have it, and I won't be the last. It's a great game, and you should play it if you haven't. It's also inspired by Minecraft, obviously, as well as the game Teardown, which is another voxel-based game, and just a bunch of different stuff that I can't think of at the moment. I'm spacing, if you will. Sorry. But anyway, yeah. So that's what I've been working on, or this is what I've been working on, and I've been wanting to show it to you. Just trying to get it to a point where it's got more features than it lacks. I don't know if that makes any sense. Just, you know, it's getting there, and I'm happy with how it's coming along, and I hope you like what you're seeing, even if the textures look like they were drawn in paint, because they were. But I'm kind of just leaning into that look a little bit. And anyway, you know, yeah. So this guy is just standing there. Here, let's make him do something a little less boring. Whoops. So there's a bug where, so I've made it so these guys can just, whoops, it didn't even accomplish what I was trying to do. Made it so the guys can, basically they just climb any wall. And then there's a bug where if you walk up against the wall, they'll just keep doing that climbing animation. But I kind of like it because when you're outside of the ship, seeing your friend doing that, like taunting you from inside, it's just kind of goofy to me. And this is really fun as well. You maintain the momentum. When you step out of the ship, you maintain whatever momentum it was moving at. And so you can just sort of cruise along with it. And that's pretty fun. And then you can kind of climb around on it. This is if you've ever seen the movie Mad Max Fury Road, I really like how the guys are just running around on the trucks, and I wanted to kind of do that sort of a thing where you can just run around outside on the ship. But anyway, so yeah, there's definitely probably more to show you probably. Um, there's a lot more work to be done. This is still very early in development, but there's a lot of stuff that's working, and yeah. So I hope you enjoy what I've shown you today, and I hope to show you more soon. Hope to get a playable version out so people can mess around with it. This is in regards to the VR development and the all the prototypes and stuff that I've been showing in the past. So I had a big VR project that I was working on, but honestly, it was a pile of prototypes, and it was becoming a little too much to deal with, and I needed to step back, and I needed to revise some systems and rework some things, such as the interactives and that kind of stuff. And this has just been a great opportunity to do that and make it a much more workable project than what I had accumulated with all those prototypes and whatnot. But anyway, I've been wanting to show you guys this, and every day there's just another little thing that needs tweaking and changing, and before I go and break something and just end up off in the weeds again, I thought I'd just make this video, talk about it, tell you about what's going on, and I don't know, hopefully pique your interest. And yeah, I'll keep you posted on how it's developing, and yeah, as soon as possible, get a playable copy so you and some friends can go on a great space adventure. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, have a great day. Bye.